What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jace, and I'm back in the building for another video. For this video, we got ATF hates how quiet this Glock is. Hush Puppy Glock 19. Let's do it. Pause. YouTube, this is an informative video. I'm not the one firing these weapons. Yeah. Please don't strike me.
That was quiet. This is the world's quietest pistol. They call it the Hush Puppy. It's a beautiful collaboration between a Glock 19 and B&T. This isn't just another suppressed pistol. This is an entire system built on highly effective, quiet, controlled shooting. In today's video, I want to talk about what makes this Hush Puppy so quiet, because this is by far the most quiet pistol I've ever shot. I'm also going to cover all the questions that you guys are going to have, and trust me, there's a lot. But first, let's quickly cover what comes inside the box. Magazine loader, some extra grips, large, medium, and small. 3 magazines, 2 extended, 1 non-extended. You get the Glock 19 FDE. It does come in black, and we'll talk a little bit more about this in a second. You also get what they consider to be an extension or extra wipes, 2 boxes of ammo, a little tool. So there are 3 obvious things that makes this Glock a lot different than a normal traditional Glock. Number 1, look how deep this slide cutout is for the optic. They did that so they could sit a bigger optic way lower down. And by doing so, they actually moved the iron sights to the front of the optic. On a normal Glock, the slide cutout is in front of the iron sights. Number 2, we have a switch, and not the switch that makes it blocka blocka. This is a switch that actually locks the slide. So now the slide is...
This guy just said blocka blocka. Blocka blocka, dude.
locked into place. Why might you want that to happen?
Now,
Well,
real question though
it makes
is
it
the
incredibly
iron
quiet
sight
when it
in
keeps the
front
shell,
of the
gases, sound inside of the slide, and you
little
don't have
thing?
that loud
Is that
vacuum.
does that make it
In a
better?
traditional Glock, you can obtain the same type of quietness by holding your thumb in the back of it and pulling the trigger. By doing so, you're going to lock the slide in place manually, but on the Hush Puppy, they have that option for you right here with the switch. Number 3, we obviously have a very different styled suppressor. This suppressor does not have normal baffles. In fact, it has these wipes. It's almost like a wax plastic material, and they have a whole bunch of them throughout this tiny suppressor. And this is actually an extender if you want it to make it twice as quiet. But it keeps all the gases and sound locked into here.
Wow,
Usually another suppressor, a baffle type suppressor, pushes
that's
these
obviously
gases out
gonna wear
differently,
down.
reducing the noise, but it still has a lot of sound. Yes, the bullet is literally going to travel through that, and it comes out that little X right there.
I got a question for my firearm guys. How often do you have to change suppressors? Like, cause something like this obviously is gonna wear out. So yeah, like how often do you
not
guys have
recommend
to
using
like
hollow points
change?
for this, and just in case that
You know what
hollow
I'm
point
saying?
starts
Your
to open up,
suppressor.
usually this tube is meant for replacement parts. So as soon as you use up these rings inside of here and they go bad, you have
And like,
more to
what's
put
your
inside.
usual
Question is, how many
longevity
shots
of
can
a
you take
suppressor?
before the wipes inside the suppressor go bad? And honestly, it's not great. You only get about 12 to 15 shots. If you were to mag dump this 21 round magazine, you would completely burn through these wipes. Now you don't have to replace the
Oh,
entire
you
suppressor,
just answered my
just
question.
the goods inside. So if you can't mag dump this
Well,
thing
for
and you
this
have
suppressor.
limited shots available to you before you have to replace a suppressor, what purpose does this Glock have? Well, it has one purpose in mind. That was quiet. As you guys
It's
can
really
see,
quiet.
I left no trace
He has
behind.
no headphones
There
on.
was no sound being emitted from my firearm, and there's no shell casing being spewed out. Why? Because I locked the slide right here. If I were to unlock it, you can see that now my casing came out. Now, obviously, if you wanted to shoot it in the semi-automatic form without the lights lock, you can do that, and the gun will function like normal. This just locks it in place to have peak quietness. Now on a normal Glock, you don't have that switch right there, but you can obtain the same type of concept by putting your thumb over the back of the slide and firing. The reason why I don't like doing that is because you don't have a firm grip on your pistol.
Yeah.
You have to hold it that way. It's very hard to aim. Your thumb's in the way. You're more focused on what might happen to your fingers
For
than you
real.
are aiming. This is why that slide lock on the Hush Puppy is actually pretty genius. The big question we have with this is it still accurate as the bullet is traveling through this many wipes? Well, we're gonna do 3-round shots, Glock 19, 9mm at 21 feet to get a base accuracy out of a normal Glock. Do you know what really sucks about that? It wasn't quiet. 3 shots at 21 feet, not bad for an average shooter like myself. Okay, 3 shots. I wanna do it in the semi-automatic platform without the slide lock. That way you guys can see the shell casing coming out, and we'll see how much louder it actually is. I'm actually really impressed with that. I had this
louder,
shot
but
right
it's
here. It made kind of a weird sound as it came out. I'm not sure
there's
why.
a difference.
And then my 3 follow-up shots. And if we look and compare this, the 3-round groupings are almost identical. Aside from the first shot that I took, I'm not sure why that one was so low. It sounded kind of funny. That might have been some ammo functions, not so much the gun. So in short, both these groupings are almost identical. I don't think we have a huge accuracy issue, even with the bullet passing through. But now the question is, how much slower is the bullet leaving the end of the suppressor as it goes through all those wipes inside? We're going to be testing subsonic ammo out of the base Glock. It should be traveling about 850 feet per second. 813, so that's false advertisement. Any guesses, Reese, what you think might happen?
Let's do 700.
750.
750.
I want to guess 750.
Okay.
Here we go. Hopefully I don't shoot my thing here. 809?
That's not too far off.
There's no way.
Wow.
Wow is right.
That's
What I like about in the shorter configuration is it's not that long of a pistol. I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, it's not that much bigger than my hand, which means I could probably conceal carry this thing. Let's take a few more shots downrange with only using a singular tube, the way that it was intended. Do one more shot in the head, dude. What I like about this Glock is it was literally built by B&T, engineered from the ground up to fire consistent and reliably even when you're shooting it suppressed. We don't have any hiccups, the slide locks back like it's supposed to. We've had 0 issues shooting it, whether I'm using it with a single suppressor or a double tube or no suppressor. It functions as it should. Let me know what you guys think. Is this something that you guys could see yourself using, or is this something kind of far-fetched and belongs in Hollywood movies?
Okay, that was a cool video.
Routine traffic stop.
A little informative,
Fines,
you know what I'm
missing
saying? I didn't know. Damn, he said like 15 rounds that suppressor lasts. It's kind of crazy. I would expect it a little bit more, but with how it was engineered, some type of wipes he said, it's kind of understandable. But yeah, y'all know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe. I see you on the next video.